Hello and welcome to my weekly vlog or online journal basically, where I just talk about my life a bit for as of breaking down the year into one week at a time. So this one was the week I'm a bit behind. Today's the 8th of May, but this is week 17 I'm talking about, so the one that began 20th of April, and that was my first day. That was the restart of the term, so holidays finished. One small thing was there was a weird shenanigan with one of my friends saying he'd apologise to me. Admittedly, he had messaged me about 2 weeks before, and I only replied to him on Tuesday morning that week, so my bad, I guess, but it's not that deep. And I mean, I don't really regret it massively, honestly. And then, okay, so Monday, this squash girl, I gave her some maths help, but nothing, no, not too big of a thing. And then this week, well, it's like I said, back to school, although I did skip one day because of train strikes. So Tuesday was the first day of the term, and in the morning I did have a test in like after morning break, but that actually went surprisingly well, especially because it's Latin, my weakest subject. But yeah, um, I honestly don't remember much else about that day, and I didn't write anything on else honestly. But I came back with two of my friends, and it was a slightly lengthened journey because we chose to skip a train because it was crowded. But the train strikes were just annoying, so it took me quite a long time to get back. Like we were just at the platform waiting for like 20 fucking minutes. Wednesday I stayed at home because I basically couldn't be bothered due to strikes, and I only had four lessons that day, two or three of them which would have been ours because of the teachers, and then also it would have been taken way too long to get into school. I woke up late, went for a walk in the morning. That was quite nice. Cherry blossoms and everything's turning green now because it is spring, so that was nice. And then I ended up not doing much work that day, whatever. But I did kind of just chill. Then I went to bed at 4 a.m. that day, which was very questionable of me. Then Thursday, I went into school. I had a test in the afternoon, so I was trying to cram for that roughly in lunch break, I believe, if I can find. But yeah, that was an interesting experience. And then I walked. Yeah, yeah, I think that was the day. And then the that day I walked, came back on my own. Sorry, that day I came back home on my own. Like I was walking across the bridge on my own or whatever. Fine. And then, give me a second. Yeah, I just walked through the park, I think, that day. Give me a sec. I did not, I forgot to think ahead. Whoops. So, yeah, Thursday coming back, there was a slight misunderstanding with my friends about when he would leave. So, I ended up taking the train on my own, but that wasn't that deep. One more thing was it was really nice weather, like I said. Um, I'm not, yeah, sure. Really, does it even fucking show? Really clear sky. And I just had that thought, which I've had before, like 2, 3 years ago. The idea that it doesn't actually matter how nice your surroundings are. It's about what's going on in your head and what you're actually thinking. Because if you feel like shit, even if you're in a good situation, like visually, like with really good weather and stuff, you'll still feel like shit inside. So that was kind of the space I was in. Came back. Um, I don't remember if I did much that afternoon, although I ended up going to bed once again at 4 a.m., I think it was. Yep. And I was just looking at my hair and taking photos like in the mirror. Also fucking tweaking and just doing dumbass shit. I was having some quick COVID dumbass photo. I really hope that doesn't become the thumbnail. I swear to fucking God, YouTube, don't do me like that. Went to bed at 4 a.m. again, but I needed to wake up early because I was going by car to school because of the train strikes, so I only got like 2.5 hours of sleep, maybe less. Yep, there was no good reason. I was just fucked up. And then that day there was the whole school year photo, so I went in nice clothes. So I had my blazer and my fucking tie, and to be fair, I did look kind of swag. Oh, why did it not show? Okay. I look better on the photo, I swear. But I do like that photo, surprisingly. And then I walked back on my own. That was quite nice. Although I think no, yeah, that I just came back on my own. Um, oh yeah, sorry. Whole school year photo. Then on the way back to from school, we were in like a large group of like 6 of us, and it was going to be a split basically. Some of them were staying in McDonald's and were going to chat, but I decided I'm not going to do that because I didn't want to, and I just went back with 2 of my other friends, and that was quite nice. We were having such a nice conversation because it was about the idea about if only we could fucking pause time because there's so many things to do, and I think all 3 of us really just strongly agreed on that. Like, there's so many books to read, so many like games to play, TV shows to watch, stuff to learn, skills to learn, like drawing and shit. Like, oh my god, if only. Because also on top of all the stuff that we want to do, my voice has been so deep. On top of all the stuff that we want to do, there's also the actual school and studies and shit. So that's a fucking pain in the arse, but whatever. Um, I have written here sudden bursts of locking in, but I don't really remember if I did that honestly. That Saturday was a friend's birthday, whatever. Then squash. Squash was nice. I made a fucking nice slushy. This photo won't show up nice either, but slushy. Relishing in my long hair. Did some notes a bit, but not really. And that was about it for that week. As always, thank you for watching. I haven't actually mentioned the haircut yet, but yeah, haircut, drastic one, I guess. But to be fair, the sides are like actually still there, so I'm not complaining too much. Much better than my last haircut, the one I got in December. Whatever. This is my weekly entry as Orang Orangutan. I hope I'll see you around. Until then, bye.